Let's not forget Kel has a couple school wins and he's beaten Ellis and he's beaten. Kel is one hell of a resume. We all know what Cam has been doing as of late. So these are big games for LP, and there should be no excuses or no what's the word I'm looking for? Hate if he wins these two games in terms of he should have won those games. And if he loses those games, hey, the way you've been popping it, he gonna get some backlash from the community. All right, but let's go ahead and see what's going on within this video.
Training for school, I think that makes sense. I don't think.
Hey, LP, how you doing, man?
You hear this nigga, bro? You hear this nigga, bro? This nigga will not get off you into the cow, bro. I said this nigga.
Wi-Fi bad.
They're in the same bottle with that.
I'm good. It's cool. It is what it is. I don't fuck with the niggas. I just want everybody to stay right there. Stay put. I don't hear no, man. That's what I've been wanting to see, bro. Man, I don't want this. I don't want nothing.
So, you talking to me?
No, it's nigga.
So, hold up, though. So I ain't tell you that before?
No, I'm straight. I don't want to talk.
I'm saying, but I ain't tell you that before when we were at. I didn't tell you that? Hey, yeah, no, we don't care about what you said before. We care about what you said now. Why niggas getting their feelings about niggas' predictions, though? Nah, we care about what you saying now, nigga. Okay, I like hell.
Listen. I'm telling you now, I'm not big this shit. I'm cool, though. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no, it do it makes sense for school. School lost the tail twice.
I just said that. I just said he lost the tail twice.
He lost the tail twice. He lost 2 games in a row. He lost to 9. He lost to Jesus. They've been losing games. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear no, that's what we've been looking for, LP. He bogus now. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Just stay right there. Stay put. Bring y'all money. Like, when they can't get prediction, I just want niggas to bring these money to the game.
I don't know why LP. This what makes him who he is. But I don't know why he gets so tight about dudes' predictions. He gets so tight. I don't know why.
Bring your coin purse. Bring your coin purse. I ain't bringing a coin purse.
I like what they said, bro. Listen, I like what they said. I like what I think here, bro. Y'all just motivated me. Stay right there. While I smoke these niggas, it's gonna be an excuse. We're gonna come back to this video.
It ain't gonna be no excuse. It ain't gonna be no excuse for me.
Right now,
Yeah, you is. You gonna have an excuse. I'm not gonna have no excuse. I promise you.
Right now,
I don't have no excuses.
listen, right now, somebody's cooking this. Right now, somebody's cooking this, and then we'll talk about this. And when I smoke these 2 niggas, I'm gonna smoke both of them back. If I smoke them, they're gonna be like, well, you know, he's supposed to do that. LP is love.
No, that's cat. That's cat.
No.
I'm not talking about me. I didn't say Dave, bro. Nah. I said he both of these niggas, he a bad motherfucker. That's what I said. I said he ain't though, Terry. I ain't stopped to say it.
If I smoke these niggas, they're gonna bring up my credentials. They're gonna bring up my resume. Well, he did pay a high level battle. Like, those would have had if I'm feeling smoke these 2 one-ass niggas. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. I ain't coming with no excuses. I did say I think Cam will lose this ball.
Man, both of them niggas.
I think I'm gonna be the man chip up a little bit. I think.
Listen, both of them too little. Picture that. Picture both of them too little. Picture that. Okay. I want niggas to bring their fucking money. Everybody got their opinions and they say so. Just no bro. You never seen it.
Wi-Fi bad.
Niggas never seen me in this form. Just know that.
Hey, I've been telling them though, people. I said, look.
Listen, when these niggas don't score 12 points, or both of them don't score 12, I don't want to admit.
Listen. If both of them don't score 12 points, you gonna hear from me.
Wi-Fi bad. Fix the week.
Listen, there were 2 shots made. Listen, I was terrible. No, I'm not taking nothing from G. My stamina was trash. My preparation was trash. For these 2 niggas, bro, I've really been in there. I've really been focusing. I really took it to another level, bro. So when I do walk in this bitch and walk these niggas like the boys they are, I don't hear nothing. These niggas ain't tell themselves.
Hey, but listen. Hey, LP. In St. Louis, what I tell you. Ain't nobody.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. He just gotta. Hey, listen. If he get these next 2, the community will be on fire. In terms of an entertainment aspect, it will not I'm telling you, the way he's gonna pop it after the way the traction is going to be for the community, I promise you. But these are two very tough tasks. These are two 1v1 veterans. One of them is knocking on top five, if not top five to some people in Kansas and Smooth. And Hoodie Kill is the veteran in this space. So it could go two ways. It could continue to go as it's going in terms of Cam building his trajectory and Cam building his trajectory, or LP can shake this whole scene up within these next 2 weeks.
And about your game, we all say, are you gonna be the last? That's why. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I think we ain't gonna go through the whole game account.
I got 2 losses, bro. School was over 26-30. Dog. They showed that dog fight. I got that. I didn't lose to nobody else. I done beat other niggas who people consider in the top 10. Who you consider okay, good. I done beat these niggas, bro. I done smoked niggas. This is what I'm preparation. This is what I'm all that. These niggas don't lost. Niggas like school them lost. This nigga 2 games. I'm about to go 2 games in a row. Y'all say that's a great loss. Y'all give niggas great loss. Y'all be going to use that. Man, I lost the loss. Fuck that. Stop telling these niggas, oh, that's a great loss. Man, I lost the loss. You ain't win that motherfucker, you lost.
Yeah, facts. I think within a space though, within a space is like not a loss that niggas gonna kill you about.
Man, listen.
Within a space is like not a loss that niggas gonna kill you about.
Going forward, I know I'm not going to lose. Going forward, I'm going to show you why niggas like Nas, no, I'm going to play. I'm going to show you why niggas don't play for
So
real.
listen. So you telling me right here, right, that you taking the right preparation now?
Man, listen, ain't none of them getting on 12, bro. You listen to what I'm saying? Okay.
Hey, listen, I'll be there for both of them. So okay.
Like, do this shit. Bro, listen, all right. Now, but listen, y'all ain't gonna lie.
Listen, come get what you did wrong. I'm gonna say, yo, listen. I'm gonna say I apologize. I was dead wrong. And I'm be a bad motherfucker.
Bro, no, listen,
But that's what I'm gonna say regardless.
Terry, funny, bro.
I'm motivated to
Terry is hilarious.
It's not just for you, it's for these lame ass TikTok, fake ass animals. I'm gonna fuck them weird little lame ass things they are. They never do the right. Come tell me what I do.
Hey, chill out my dog, Freddie, RJ, and all my TikTok partners, bro. Niggas analyzing the game, my boy, MBD Key. Shout out all my TikTok partners, bro. My dogs.
Cam finally won't put his hand up. Cam finally won't put his
Play
hand
Cam on the 23rd.
up. All these niggas won't put their hand up now. None of them put their hand up when I came outside. So when I finally won't stand in line.
I give you that.
And Terry said Cam be popping. I said Cam don't.
Connect your tools, and marketer.com handles the rest. Execute, create.
I'm popping to certain people, bro.
Man, listen, niggas say I took out. I played 14 games, I'm 12-2. I understand I'm that great. I should never lose in your life. I respect that, so I'm gonna hold it down for y'all. I feel you with that.
I mean, that's really what people saying though.
Man, listen.
With your credentials and when you play that in your game, you should.
I've been playing on national TV. I've been playing outside the projects. I've been in New York on the club. I've been playing on the field. Right now I'm in LA. Nigga, I've been playing basketball every fucking day. And niggas know what it is. And that ain't no shit. I came outside a few months ago. Y'all see what bringing the views in?
What you ready to do?
Safe jobs that were in an office with air conditioning. That's just how it is.
Because by nature, women nurture. So they wouldn't want to go be a mathematician or go be in science or do those things.
Okay, but it still comes down to personal choice.
Yeah, sure.
Right? You can't sit and blame. Okay, let's use your logic, right? You're blaming the patriarchy, man, right? The environment as to why they make their decisions. All right, cool. Let's go into 1981. All right?
Back in time.
We're gonna go back in time. Let's say Myron Gaines over here. I grew up in the hood. It's really tough. Shut up. It's really expensive, right? And I'm trying to fucking get these new Adidas. I'm trying to get a tracksuit, all this shit, right? And I'm selling crack. But that's all I know. I'm selling crack. I'm fucking making money. That's all I know, though, because I grew up in a oppressive neighborhood and I don't know any better. Okay, I didn't know that I could go to school and make something for myself. I'm about it in my environment. I grew up in this evil white man-led world. And I fucking decide to go ahead and sell this crack. And the next thing you know, 3 months later, I'm in the stash house. And they fucking come and arrest my ass. Alright? They bring me to the precinct. And they're like, hey, motherfucker, we got you with 3 kilos of coke that we knew you were gonna turn into crack cocaine. Dead to rights. We got you dead to rights, asshole. You're gonna do a lot of time in prison. Am I gonna sit there and say, well, listen, man, you gotta understand, bro. I grew up in this oppressive neighborhood, man. It was a white man, it was a patriarch. I had to sell these drugs. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, stupid, I'm gonna do 25 years in prison. Why? Because at the end of the day, regardless of my environment, I have the ability to make a personal choice. You can either go with the grain or go against the grain. You cannot blame society and your environment for your deficiencies. And I would argue in today's day and age, we taught women to go to school and get an education more than ever before. So why is that women still choose to not go into these higher paying jobs that are involved in STEM?
Okay.
This is the truth, though.
Yeah, that's rational choice theory. The idea that like environment has no effect and it's all your choice. So that is a theory to look at it. Like there's multiple ways of.
Tell me, when you say rational choice theory, what do you mean by this?
Well, it's like an international studies theory that like basically environmental influences like economic upbringing, like all of those influences from like societal influences, race, none of that matters. It's all rational choice. It's all what like actors do, political or individual actors. Like you said, you're putting the full like accountability onto yourself. Yeah. So that's one way of looking at it. There's multiple ways of looking at it.
I mean, that's the reality. I mean, no one's putting a gun to your head saying, bitch, you better be a teacher. No one's doing that. Women have more choice now than ever before, and they dominate colleges, yet they still choose to go into...
And it's the reason that women are, like, enrolled in college at higher rates than men. That is true.
So do you not see the issue with the logic here? If women dominate school, and more of them are educated than ever before, and they still make a minority of the STEM students, what does that tell you?
I'm not passionate about it.
We don't want to be outside of our comfort zone.
It's boring too. Here's the thing. It comes down to personal choice, man. Like, we gotta stop this. The patriarchy, all this other stuff. I would argue the patriarchy is the reason why women live so comfortable lives nowadays. Yes. Because women are able to enjoy the same privileges and abilities as men, the equality, while simultaneously being able to be treated like a lady at the same time and get female privilege.
Yeah, but
So,
it's awesome.
and that's okay. I'm not complaining.
It's like a good, awesome thing.
I'm just acknowledging that it exists. And I can't really think of a privilege or a right that a man has that a woman doesn't. But I can think of a bunch of privileges and rights that women have that men don't.
Yeah. What's wrong
Are any of you aware of, stop, like, talk, man. Are any of you guys aware of selective service, what that is?
Selective service with the federal government army.
What is it?
Selective service with in the like foreign agents and stuff.
See, there's my point. You have the privilege of not even knowing what that is. Selective service is...
Selective service to draft people's army.
Yeah, 18 years old. Women don't have to join that. So...
Well, now they do.
Still hasn't been signed in the... They're talking about it, but it probably is not happening.
Not yet.
It's been years since that's happened.
We'll see.
I think.
And women are going to fight against it, and it probably will get passed. Sorry, yeah.
I do
And then on the catch, you had something? Too?
Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake.
About what?
About... Just...
Women having... Yeah,
I'm going to let her talk, and then I'll come back to you.
Oh, for sure.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, my opinion on that, I think women have it harder due to the fact of maybe not at this current imbalance. Also, you have people that don't even know the definition of a woman. So once that's being defined, and you have other, transformers that go into sports, that infiltrate sports, and try to take over the women's sports. So right there is an indicator. If they take over women's sports, women don't really have anything. Then you have this big thing about, they're gonna take our men, because not only you have to worry about females, you gotta worry if the batiman wants your man. And you get what I'm saying? That's another stress on that. Yeah, the batiman wants your man. So it's like, you gotta not only worry about the multiple women, you gotta worry about, is this nigga a batiman? Like, I'd rather he have multiple women than being that, to be honest.
Okay.
And then,
and
then also, like, with women, like I said, the scales are tipping. Like women are being more masculine, so men not really attracted to women like that anymore, because we're showing these masculine strengths due to the fact of what's happening in society. So if there's a big imbalance going on, that women have it a bit harder, and we're already emotionally, we're emotional creatures, so we think the whole world is falling, but logically as a man, you're gonna think logical, we complement each other, and when we're imbalanced, it disrupts everything. It disrupts the flow of everything. So that's what's going on. And I do think being a woman is harder because of what's going on in society right now. Everything is being infiltrated in our lives, being taken away from us.
Okay, Drake, go ahead.
About the current situation.
I mean, you were interrupting me before, so I want to make sure that you can get to say your piece.
I was just saying that, in general, I just think that the situation currently, it's women are in a very wonderful place, and it's we have all these standards on men, what we want for men, and it's I don't think, I personally, it's we're being manipulated all the time by people, to see okay, this is what men have, this is what you should want, and I don't think that's what we should want as women. You have 11 women here, reasonably. And I think if these women aren't being currently manipulated by a system, then we're going to want the things that we already have. We have a really wonderful setup. But if you are being manipulated, you're saying oh, you have a loss of power, you see men over here, they have this, they have that, and it's telling you, you should want that, you should be happy with what you have. And it's I don't think men have it that wonderful. I would never want to be in a man situation. I think it's, not advantageous to me. I don't really think, if I really told you what I really thought, it wouldn't be, you probably wouldn't think it was that wonderful. You know what I mean?
So basically, it's God's plan. Thank you.
Yeah. So, did you have anything to add? Do you still think the wage gap exists? We pretty much.
Other people can talk. Go ahead.
No, I want
the wage gap. The statistics for the wage gap it's always hard to find really good statistics, because like you said, there's the higher paying jobs and the lower paying jobs. It's really hard to compare. But I was talking more about gender dynamics than the 80 cents to $1. I was talking more about the kind of dynamics between the genders, as opposed to the 80 cents to $1 thing. More so about hiring and how it is to be.
Well, we gotta start with the foundation. The wage gap comes from that premise that women earn about 80 cents on the dollar. And I'm telling you that comes from a faulty study of taking all women that are working and all men that are working. And I'm saying that doesn't account for hours worked, careers worked, education, experience, agreeableness. It doesn't account for any of those factors.
No, that's for job to job. This man's working the same job as the woman. They're working the same job, and this man's making $1.
Well, when they actually do that, no. When they compare apples to apples, they actually found that women earn more.
Yeah.
Maybe in 2022, I'm sure.
They found that at Google.
Yeah.
So there is no wage. That's what I'm trying to say. There is no wage gap because of gender. It's a wage gap because of personal choice.
And
when you actually compare apples to apples, in general, and you actually have the same hours work, same career, same experience, same everything, the wage gap evaporates.
Yeah, but
the issue is that a lot of the times when a man makes more money or whatever, there's a reason. Work more hours, better educated, more experience.
It's a historical word of wage gap was originally about the 80 cents to the dollar.
Yeah.
It's different now, but originally that's what it was. So
and I'm arguing that that's a faulty premise to use in the first place, because it just accounted for all working class men to all working class women.
don't think that's how that got started.
But if you're
That is how it started. I know that for a fact. I started with stuff like it started with all working men to all working women. It didn't account for jobs. It didn't account for experience. It didn't account for education. It didn't account for none of that. Which is why I always say the wage gap is a myth, because it does not actually take into very important factors that significantly increase. Like if you take everyone that's working, where you're going to take all the women that are social workers, nurses, whatever, compare them to all the men that are engineers, entrepreneurs, whatever, of course there's going to be a wage gap. Of course. Because men on average work jobs that pay more and take more risk and work more hours and are more willing to take risks than women are.
That's the foundation.
That's the foundation from which that faulty premise comes from in the first place. So we have to look at that first, because everything that comes from it comes from that. That's how it originated. All working class men to all working class women. But the thing is that everyone thinks, oh, that's sexy. Let me just say we're oppressed. No, you're not. Like,
I think it's dangerous when you go around saying that without having that foundation. Yes, that's very important. Because nowadays, let's be real there, right? If that's an issue, go to your boss. If you can articulate, you know what? I feel like I should deserve a raise. You can get a raise, but you have to articulate it in a certain way.
So you
and
know
actually
how
better than your colleagues.
Yeah.
So now they have like salary, whatever it's called, where it's like you have to be really open about your salary, and when it's on LinkedIn it says like, oh, it pays 150 to 175,000, and that's because they can't give you any less or more, and that's because of the wage gap problem in the first place. Like people were paid different for the same jobs. Like.
So again, that we're not accounting for hours worked, experience level, education. If we have the same position, but I've been at the position longer than you, or I have degrees that make me more qualified, or I just work more hours than you, or I'm just better at the job, I deserve to get paid more. The problem with women is this. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but a lot of you guys are egalitarians. You think you deserve the same wage for doing the same job just because you have the same job. It doesn't fucking work that way. It's who is the best at said job. It goes off of meritocracy, not existence. And a lot of women, they found this in studies as well. Women are naturally egalitarian. Everyone should get the same equality, bam. That shit don't work. We try with communism and it doesn't work. Everything's got to be based on a meritocracy to ensure people actually put the work in and do what they're supposed to do. So you should not get the same wage simply for having the same job. You should get high wages if you perform. You got to go off of performance, not just having the job. And a lot of women tend to think, I have the same job. Equality of opportunity is good. Equality of outcome is not. One more time. Equality of opportunity is good. Equality of outcome is not. You guys are arguing for equality of outcome, and I'm saying fuck that. That's how you end up with a whole fucked up society where people don't work hard because they're all going to get paid the same. That's not how reality works. Meritocracy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I agree with the meritocracy for sure.
That's how people get paid. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's how the world works. It's all based on meritocracy and performance. Performance actually matters. Women, let's be honest, take more vacation time, work less hours, are more incentivized to have children. I'll just keep it that. Women work less hard than men do. Period.
Yeah.
Because y'all go to work.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, y'all built to work.
Like they're physically stronger, they're willing to take more risks, they're willing to take more hours, you can take more wear and tear on the body, we don't have to worry about children. And understand that we have a natural proclivity to go out there and create and make money because we understand our value comes from making money. I've been in situations of, this is anecdotal, but I've seen women that are in the professional field, as soon as they have children, they work less hours, as soon as a man has children, he works more hours. We're different.
Yep.
So those biological differences influence how we see the world, and it also influences how hard we work and what our priorities are.
Our goals, yeah.
Money is for men, women is for children. They did a study in Ireland. Give you guys some more sauce right now, okay? They did a study in Ireland in COVID, right? A bunch of women, right, went back home and worked from home. When the office opened back up and they allowed women to go enter the workforce, most of the women elected to stay home with the family. Only a portion of that went back to work. Why? Well, because women found way more satisfaction from being around loved ones than going to work. So again, it comes down to personal choice. Women choose to not work higher paying jobs, less demanding jobs, and they would rather prefer to be in a soft, cushioned, air-conditioned, safe environment versus being on a construction site. Actually hearing the stuff you mentioned, women being on construction sites as managers. No, I'm talking about the dudes actually on the cranes doing the physical manual labor. Women don't want to do that.
Women just want to follow their passion, though.
Which tends not to
That's because they're notorious for being.
But see, that's the difference. Like, men, you know how many guys want to be artists and go out there and do all this other shit? Men don't get that ability because they know they have to perform and make money.
Yeah, true. That's what it is to be. Experience. But I don't know, I feel like
Sarge.
feel like, okay, so you want to make money, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna choose the engineer route instead. But someone who wants to be an artist and knows how far they can get just by following their dreams, they know that becoming an artist can somehow, perhaps, equivalent to the whole engineering situation. If you get what I mean by that.
Yeah, but you still gotta pay your bills though.
Yeah.
So like,
That's all.
okay, so regardless of the facts,
Stop. No. Let's switch the logic back on her. What if I told you you need to find the man of your dreams, which you can only wear makeup and dress well half of the year?
And to find the man of my dream,
Which
that I can only wear.
You can only wear makeup and do like wear extensions, eyelashes, all that stuff half of the year.
That's cool.
Stop. How would that make you feel?
That means every other
Would
day though.
you be able to find that guy?
gotcha, bitch.
Now let me spin it. Let me see.
Yeah,
No, if you want the man of your dreams, and I told you only half the year you can wear makeup and dress well and come out pretty, would it be fair to say that would put you in a significant disadvantage to find that man?
Would it be fair to tell me that over a minute? I would say honestly,
You can't
It
put your
wouldn't
best.
be fair.
You can't put your best foot forward every day.
it wouldn't.
Cool.
I mean, it wouldn't be fair. I mean, like,
So you understand that to find the best man that you can get, you need to look on top most of the time, right?
I don't. I mean, like, in that situation, yes. But in other situations,
Well,
no. I
I'm
don't
going
think I
somewhere
have
with
to.
this. I'm going
Okay,
somewhere
go
with
ahead.
this.
I want to see where you're going.
Because a woman's currency is her beauty, right? So if I'm an artist and I know I'm not going to make money like that, and I have maybe a 50-40% chance of making the money and becoming successful, and I know that my value decides how much money I'm going to make, am I going to take that chance and be an artist, or am I going to go into a career field that I know is going to make me money?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Most men choose to do that.
Exactly. But I'm trying to give you the female equivalent. You're not going to walk around with makeup on your face half the year, are you? So if your goal is to find a husband, a man isn't going to go ahead and chase a career that is going to make him money if his goal is to find a family and raise children. See what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say.
Your currency is
You're
your
basically
beauty.
saying that.
His currency is his ability to create wealth and create money to take care of a family.
But I'm just saying that it's basically all based. It's all back to the whole choice situation where he chose that, and women are choosing to choose their passion to basically make their life.
Because there's no
It's supposed to be today, or yesterday, but I don't know what they went on. There's only, I'm gonna tighten up, girl, I come see y'all.
Choose to become an
I'm gonna see it on
artist.
it.
That's about it.
When do you think it's gonna be?
Announced.
It's not announced, like, when do you think it's gonna be this year?
Yeah, September 26th.
Things are getting sold.
that's why men take more risk because they know that they're in need
Okay.
to get a woman who's
It's gonna be a movie?
And it's and knowing that's like
Y'all were Zeus?
No, I never recorded it, I'm not
Oh, okay. She said I'm independent. Okay.
performance on them to perform to the next standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
understand.
No one gives a
For
fuck
me,
about your
summer
money.
starts.
Understand.
So you can chase your art degree and chase your passion and still find a man.
Understand.
But if I told you you can only wear makeup half the year, that's going to significantly limit your ability to find the man of your dreams. That's what I'm telling you. It's the equivalent. If I'm going to go ahead and chase my passion as a guy, being an artist, I know deep down that's going to limit my ability to find the girl that I want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that passion to the side and become a doctor, even though I don't want to do it. And men do that all the time.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you. Someone made it make sense.
It all goes back to the choice thing.
Ta-da.
Bro,
This is what it's all started.
Even Lil Baby did not want us out traveling, and they pushed him to be an artist.
I mean, no, you don't win there. But to put it simply, I get what you're saying as well. The one problem is that, like, he's saying most men.
No, I
Yeah.
completely understand what
Okay,
you're
cool.
saying. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that females, I'm just saying that with females that it's not that we choose the job that's less hard to do. It's like, yes, it happens to be that most people, females want to be fashion stylists or perhaps a psychology major, but it all comes with passion, is what I'm saying. I mean, like, why? Who's in school?
And I'm arguing.
You're in school. What are you studying?
Hold on, you're missing
I'm sorry.
Business.
I'm
What are you
arguing
studying?
women have the privilege to chase their passion no matter what it pays.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I get it. That sometimes
So
they
what are you
can
arguing?
just. I'm not really arguing anything. I was basically asking a question.
Alright. Cool. Alright, we'll just let her finish her piece. But you are, by the way.
No.
Alright, we got they want to do math and fly jet fighters every episode. Okay, Avengers. They don't want any pilots, they don't want to, and even if someone mentioned the military, I mean, when women go in the military, it's not like they want to do infantry. I don't think they want.
Women don't want to work, bro. It's that simple. Let's give it a book.
They want to follow their passion.
Yeah.
Sit before it.
Which is fine. But you're arguing that they want to. I'm like, well, no.
I'm not.
That's a good thing.
What are
It's
you
a good
arguing?
thing. It's a good thing that want to follow their passion.
No, I think it's great. I'm just saying that, like, men don't have that privilege.
I'm saying that it's a
Women
choice.
to be men.
I'm saying that's the choice.
Not really.
Not really. It's choice for you.
Not for us.
Not for us.
What about the men who actually do follow that and have the dreams and all that?
Let's say right now, forget about. No.
But they have the family and they have the.
No.
Not all men. I'm not saying the majority of them. I'm not saying that there's a possibility that it
Let's say
does happen.
100 men, right, want to be painters. Only 10 make it. That's an exception. Those 10 made it, and they're successful. The other 90% that did make it, they're broke, trying to be money for their family. Yeah.
And that limits their
And
ability
that's
to
what
get
and
it.
that's what I just told you. I'm not saying that majority of it is like that. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it comes out to what you're saying. It all comes with choice
For women.
for both of us.
Yeah,
I have a question for you guys.
Women have more freedom with that. It's just the end of the day.
So you guys don't feel like men have a choice to follow their passion and their career?
But that's what they're saying.
That's not the point that they're making.
We're
I'm asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm not restating what
I'm saying that there's a financial burden of performance on men that is not equivalent on the female side. So women get the privilege of chasing stupid ass degrees that don't necessarily make money. They can do underwater basket weaving and no one's gonna bat an eye.
And I
because
agree.
no one cares about a woman's ability to provide security. However, if I told all you ladies you can only wear makeup half the year and you have to dress like a bun most of the time, most of you guys would have a point of issue with that because it's gonna limit your ability to attract the opposite gender that you want. Same for men. I want to be an artist, but I know damn well I won't be able to make enough money to raise a family and get a bad bitch. So guess what? I'm gonna be the pharmacist now.
But wait, hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys
though.
have a podcast, so you followed your dreams, right?
Yes.
Do you know how many men have tried to be successful in maybe art, rapping, a painter, a podcast per se?
No, I totally
And I
agree.
failed, and guess what? They're 40 years old, no one wants to take care of them. If a woman tried that same thing with an actor, a singer, actress, guess what? She could try all her life. So when her marries her, takes care of her. We don't have that option. We don't have to do that.
I agree.
So in totality, we have choice, yes. But for men, it's limited.
I get that, and I get it. I get it's limited. I'm not talking about the majority. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, that's still a choice.
Man,
still possibility.
it's still a choice to be broke, but
Like it's a choice. It's a choice. Do you want to follow your dreams?
You know,
Still get that girl that want to follow that
do you want to take that risk?
Do you want to take that risk?
it's a
Or do you
huge
wanna
risk for men.
It is. But you have the possibility to succeed. Is what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, it's still a choice.
What you're saying is as crazy as if I told you you need to be a bum half the year.
Yeah.
And that's
No,
basically
you're
what
saying
you're saying.
I'm
So what are you saying? What are you saying to the artists over there?
And hold on.
If someone's a
Just so you know,
What are you
right?
saying to
We had a
them?
regular joke before the podcast. We didn't just like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna podcast and blow up. It's like, yo, we gotta work for McDonald's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Nigga, you think I wanna work there? No, but guess what? I gotta pay bills. But after the fact, if we work on the side jobs, we work on the side, guess what? Over time, you build it
Stop
up.
the show. Before this, I was special agent with Homeland Security. He was in tech. We were in two male-dominated jobs. We had to do that, right? And we did that, right? I happened to enjoy my job. He hated his job. But he understood I needed to do this to make money, and I was doing what I got to do. And then we ended up, oh, you know what? Let's do this podcast as well. Luckily, we had the capital to be able to invest. So we did jobs that were dominant in the male field because we had to do it. We had understood that. And then we're able to pursue the dream. But see how we have to have that main thing first before we can actually chase that dream?
Yeah.
I'm arguing women will chase the dream with no money, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Men don't get that ability. You know, and this is equivalent to like me telling you as a girl, don't wear makeup, don't dress well, and go out there and find a husband. You're gonna look crazy. You're handicapping yourself for no reason. Same thing with men. Let me chase my dream and be a fucking bum. I'm handicapping myself for no reason. It's very simple. I'm just using the same logic that you're using on you. When I told you, yo, you can't dress well for half the year, you looked at me like I'm crazy. That's how it sounds when you tell a guy, chase your passion. It's your choice. Not really. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I still.
This podcast is
I'm not-
successful.
I'm not
Let me
even-
stop real quick. The only reason this podcast is successful is because we dumped like 50, 60K up front to get good cameras, to get good equipment, etc. So that accelerated the process. But if we didn't have jobs first, right, that we potentially even hated,
That's smart.
we would have never been able to do it.
Smart, right?
Everybody
So
needs
sometimes you have to invest into your dream. That's a dumb way to do it.
Where does
It's a
that
smart
invest
way to
come
do
from,
it. You gotta get a job first.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. By the end of the day, it's still your choice. It's your choice to either stay in that dream, to stay in that career choice, or it's your choice to get out that career and invest into your dreams. You know what I'm trying to say?
But
Like,
not everyone can be a successful podcaster. Just like go chasing the NBA, being an NFL player. Everybody can.
now is your dream realistic? Are you good at it? Do you believe in yourself?
You know how talented singers there are in the world that are not famous?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are. It's look at the drawing. I guess we can know one day I want to be an NBA player. It's like, are you actually gonna make it? Who knows? It's a risk.
And that's what I'm saying. I guess that was my question. And I said, which one's more risky? Why? That's more risky.
Yeah.
So as to females,
But performance, you can.
it's a lot
You
easier
have
for
a
us.
precaution
It
because,
is.
sorry, a cautionary net because guess what? If it doesn't work out, you want to have kids and have a marriage, you can because someone might wait for take care of you. Us as guys, we don't have that.
I get it. Like if you didn't want it, you just didn't want it.
Exactly. You're a mom.
If it's for us, if we didn't want that fashion career, some guy's gonna come and probably help us out.
Yeah, there you go.
What's the chance that a girl's gonna do that for a man? It's like,
It's very
you're
funny.
And that's what I'm saying. It's okay. That's what I'm saying.
take care of you, you're not successful, you're a bum, you're broke, it's okay, I got the bills, I'll take care of you. It's not realistic.
Look him down.
By the way, we have in the chat.
Girls don't hold down guys ever. Let's go.
Down there, $500.
He goes, get your money right for yourself. Now, just do it. Force, get in the crypto mindset course before close today. Yes, guys, get in there.
Get in there, guys.
1,000 plus y'all in here. We all got 5.5K likes. Yo, we're just having 10K likes easily, man. We got a bunch y'all in here, man. So if you guys want to support, go ahead and get that crypto course, man. Because at the end of the day, you don't get the privilege to be able to chase your goddamn dream and be a fucking artist, guys.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be Van Gogh, man. And if you do end up being Van Gogh, you'll become famous after you fucking die. Most artists never get their flowers on their life. So you need to go ahead, man, and be real and operate in reality as a man. Your value as a man is determined by how much money you earn to a significant degree. I hate to say it like that. Even if you're a good-looking guy, you ain't gonna marry no bad chick that's gonna take care of you, my friends. You gotta fucking get that money and have everything together. You must be the complete package. And cryptocurrency, guys, investing in it, especially nowadays with the Fed going up, there's gonna be some crazy opportunities. We know Bitcoin's gonna hit under 20K. We know Ethereum's gonna get hit under 1,000. This is gonna be one of the biggest opportunities, and this is coming from a guy that's a real estate investor, guys. I'm not even a fucking crypto guy, but I understand that it's the future.
Guys, you want to create wealth? Literally through the right steps, get in the course. It's wealth transfer, man. You get it at the right time, you capitalize on that, right moves, you get money.
There's no excuse to be fucking poor as a man in 2022, bro, at all. And honestly, even if you make 50K per year, a lot of the girls on the panel are gonna laugh at you, bro. So I would say most girls want a guy that's earning about 100K a year, man. And that's totally doable in today's day and age, you know. And I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. You get a side hustle, you can make that money.
Yep.
You know.
It's decent, though.
It's not a dream, it's a reaction.
There you go.
And then what else?
15 Chris. Yep.
Yeah, I saw. And then we're gonna turn it to the ladies to go ahead and bring up. Yeah, you guys can bring up a point of topic, anything you might disagree with, maybe question, whatever it may be, and we'll turn it to y'all to control the shows.
I don't know.
On 5-5, a decent game and would pull girls who 7 to 8 after talking to like 50 girls and sometimes a 10. But once I got my income up to 6,500 every 2 weeks after taxes, it's been way easier to get these girls. Shout out to Fresh Fit, invest in yourself. And that's from Blake. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Money helps. Well, it's more confidence than anything else.
Yeah.
Confidence game.
Absolutely. That's why a lot of trustful ladies are not attracted to women. It's because they didn't work to get the fucking money. Yes. They didn't build the character to become an attractive man. My buddy's 45, married this girl, keeps telling him she loves him. We are watching live. What should he do? She won't leave her husband for him. And that's from JB Lawrence.
Yo, you married this girl. She keeps telling him she loves him. But watching live, what should he do? She won't leave her husband for him.
Why are you dealing with a married chick, bro? If your guy really is like, that's just a scarcity mindset. Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Don't deal with married women, guys. It's really not fucking
That's my comment too, man.
So guys, get in the fucking course.
Yes.
Whenever you cheat up, 50 bucks she capped so much she can't even remember her own verbal offenses. Okay? On me, Drake rejected model shorty cause she ain't have a body. She crazy as Paige from Degrassi too. Myron, buy more caps with my donation. I appreciate that, my friend. You have anything you want to say back to Juan B? Ms. Drake?
No.
Alright. Garage Man Teddy.
If Cardi B and Smiley had a baby, it would be third for Myron. If Rihanna and Kevin Durant had a baby, it would be the orange shirt in the corner.
It's a dress.
And then if Cardi B and Smiley had a baby, it would be 3 for Myron.
Oh, I guess that.
I don't know Smiley, but
I know it's not here.
I love Smiley.
she's one of the girls on our team. Wanna be sure you need a new era endorsement. And yes, a lot of hats. Wanna be sure you need a new era endorsement again. Thank you so much.
Church on me, man.
And then we got V-Rob Entertainment. Question for the ladies. Would you give a guy a chance if he's attractive enough, a U.S. Marine, in shape, only 5'3", around 100K a year, and loves anime? Can't do it with the truth, ladies.
No, my boyfriend loves anime.
Let's hit the couch. Miss Pink,
Yeah.
5'3", Marine, 100K a year. What was the other stats?
Loves anime?
Looks at me.
Yeah, 5'3". What are the other stats?
5'3", 100K. Married. Sorry, no, Marine, in shape. Looks at me.
He doesn't sound that bad, I guess.
I guess. Okay. That's fine. No, yeah, keep it real. Yeah, he said hit him with the truth. So
Yeah, he doesn't sound bad. I mean, I'll think about it.
I'll think about it. That's a no. Okay, fantastic. What about Drake? You're 6 foot, so is that automatic disqualifier?
6'2".
Okay.
5'8" now.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Depends on personality, because he can have all that and he might be like.
Okay, let's say he's cool. Would you do it?
I guess.
Damn, I guess.
Nope. Okay, what about you?
Stuff out here.
Yes, sir.
You would? Okay.
Hard to know.
Nope. What's the disqualifier? The height?
I just heard no. I don't know. Like I've heard maybe
It's
this
the
not
cartoons.
able to guy in like the army.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that part.
Like?
And the height. I'm 5'3", so I don't know. I'm a little.
Okay. Nope. Why not?
Just no.
Okay. What about you?
Military men are scary, so no.
Nope.
The height disqualifies.
Nope.
Can't deal with
Nope.
the height. 5'4", you need to be at least 5'7", 5'8".
University of Miami, you gonna save this man?
Yeah, I actually would. He sounds like in shape, you know, he's on his shit. And they also, like, people in the army, they wake up at like 6 a.m. every day, like, he will be
I'm just going to sleep at 6 a.m.
And then what about you?
I would totally give him a chance if he didn't watch anime around me. I hate that shit.
That's so cool. Damn.
I feel you.
Alright, fair enough. There's actually a wage gap in this country when you compare men and women working the same exact job. Women get paid 6 cents on the dollar more. Google just paid $9 million in bonuses to men. That's from JD Walu, $50. Yeah. Yeah, and they've shown this, man. When you actually compare apples to apples, women actually do earn more than men in some cases, man. Actually, in a lot of cities in the United States, I don't know if you ladies know this, women are starting to out-earn men. I foresee in the next 20 years, there actually came out an article, I think it was Cornell University, one of these Ivy League schools came out with an article, and they said that there's a lack of economically attractive men in today's dating market.
Yeah. I think about it. You don't know me fast.
I feel like
women are not taking part because
he underestimates against his own homies a lot too. I feel like that's what he's doing with me. He's really underestimating me and he's really disrespecting me, to be honest. I feel disrespected. So, I feel like I'm just gonna use that as my strength because I'm not taking him lightly at all. I know he says he didn't take me lightly, but it's like I feel like he's really disrespecting me. So in the back of his head, he just thinks he's gonna like scare me or
They could easily make way more money.
Like,
They're lazy.
I don't know what he's thinking. But yeah,
I'm not sure who's like that too, I'll be honest. You know, they'll go to the club, dance once, okay, I made 3,000, that's enough for rent and my bills, fuck that, I ain't going back. Like, and that's the other thing too, like, men and women look at money differently too. You guys can go ahead and call me a sexist asshole, but I genuinely believe if you take a man and he makes $1,000 a day, he'll tell himself, if I do this 30 days, if I do this every day of this month, I'll make 30K a day. If a woman makes $1,000 a day, she'll like, all right, I'll work 3 days and I can fucking chill the rest of the time. I don't gotta go back to work. I'm tired. Men and women look at money a lot differently. Like, what I've noticed is that men look at money as a marker of status. Women look at money as a means to an end. I need this to get my rent paid, get a bag, go on a trip, etc. Women are way more invested in experiences versus earning money from a status standpoint. I mean, and if you guys don't believe me, I mean, women are 80% of the consumer base.
I mean, it might be because I have 5 brothers, but I totally do not agree with you on that.
Okay. Why so? I mean, women control
Because
30%
everything
of the
feels. I mean, to me, everything feels like means to an end to me. I don't know. That's just my take. You're like, oh, women are saying, oh, it's like, oh, you only make $3,000 a month and then you're good because then you can buy your bag and everything.
Yeah.
But men will be like, oh, I make $1,000 a day, and then $30,000 a month. It's like, I don't know.
Generally.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, generally,
Yeah, I'm
men and
confused by
women.
your argument.
You might be an exception, but generally, most women, they make money.
I mean, I know a lot of hustlers. Okay.
Maybe here.
Yeah, so
I
here,
think men are definitely more frugal with their money.
Yes,
Not only do women have a lot
for
more
sure.
expenses, but like my mom and me, we're big spenders. But like everybody we know, the guys, they like save
my
their money.
argument is that when women make money to procure things,
Yeah.
men make money for status purposes.
Right.
Women, they're like, for a woman's status, no one gives a fuck about a woman's status. A woman that's a peasant can marry a man and become a queen. It doesn't work the other way around. So men understand status is extremely important, right? So my thing is, like you said, is a means to end. That might be, hey, there might be some girls that are hustlers. I'm not saying all women are lazy. Don't extrapolate that. I'm simply saying women are less incentivized to work for the same reasons that men do. Like women want to go on trips. Women spend. This is a fact. 80% of the consumer base is female, and 3/4 of the debt in the United States is controlled by women. Yeah.
Okay, I see it now.
75% of debt is controlled by women. So.
That after paying Klarna.
What's Klarna?
After paying Klarna.
What's Klarna?
It's payment. It's when you pay for something online, like clothes and stuff. They do like 4 payments.
There you go. I mean, if women like stop buying shit, the economy will collapse.
For sure.
So like, because guys don't give a fuck. They don't give me, dude. I've had these clothes for years. Like, this is shirt that we wear, and I've had these swim trunks since like 2010.
I mean, since I met you, you've felt those pants.
Pretty much.
It's been almost 2 years.
Yeah, well, I've had it since like 2010. That's all. I got clothes from like 2008. I don't give a fuck. Like a lot of guys think this way. Like men.
Not me.
Yeah. You are a fashionable individual, sir.
Somewhat.
Friends, you just shot you a DM, and I hope to come on the show soon and support y'all. I have a podcast of my own, the Wealthy Podcast, and look forward to talking to you guys soon.
Alright, I'll check.
I work on the railroad, and I make $6,500 every 2 weeks, and there are no females working on the ground lifting heavy. And the ones that do work for the railroad are working inside or doing minor things if they are outside that don't require risk of getting hurt. If Big Jerky doesn't let women work in STEM, how are all of her friends in STEM? The delusion is over 9K. Do you have anything you want to say back to Benzo?
Well, that's why I was saying how they were making scholarships for women to incentivize women. So I never said hey.
So they're doing everything they can to get women into STEM, and they're still not choosing to go to STEM to include free money to go to school.
No, I said they are getting in STEM now.
But they're still not choosing to go to
because of the
those career fields.
incentives.
Yeah,
Because
but
of
they're
the
still not
incentives.
getting in those career fields. They take the degree and go work at our studio.
And then there's no awareness about STEM, because I don't know what that is.
You know what's funny?
Wait.
When I was in school, right? This might be Anna don't know as well, but like when I was in school, right, for tech, we had a class of maybe 50 people. 15, maybe there were like 8 girls in there, right? Out of 8 girls in that class, 7 of them said it was just too hard, they're bored, and they just left. The last one I stayed happened to finish the course and even do the actual field she went to, like some kind of like pet thing. I'm like, bro, what the?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, they do it, but then they really don't want to do it after.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this, like in the medical field, things are starting to equalize. There's more female doctors now coming in. It's almost 50-50 damn near in medical schools and with, in law school.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the physical manual labor jobs, you're not going to find female electrician, female plumbers, power linesmen, construction workers. They might be a construction manager, but that's not the same as a construction worker.
Yeah.
Or not the same physical.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's not to say men are better than women. I'm just saying men are far more risk tolerant than what women are. It's from a biology standpoint. Women are less risk tolerant because they have to go more risk averse because women carry children.
That's true.
Why do you think they say, hey, women and children off the boat? Men, y'all niggas gotta stay. Why? Think about that. Like, why has that always been around for decades? Because men are the more expendable commodity. Women carry the next generation of human beings.
Yeah, you guys create life.
You got 1 man and 100 women, you go ahead and still propagate society. You have 100 men and 1 woman, we're fucking extinct. This is why women are a protected class. So it is what it is, and it's been that way for a while. I'm not arguing against it, I just acknowledge it.
I don't know why I'm thinking about I Show Speed and my girl.
Oh yeah.
If two people are like,
What's up, bro? What's up? This nigga, man. Alright, brother, you gotta change the title to the theoretical now, okay? Jay Martin, we do not live in a patriarchy in America. The traditional, educational, legal, corporate, law enforcement, financial, and political systems all cater to women. Yes, I agree with that. Divorce, custody, arrest, military service, affirmative action, college enrollment, ZOE, natural, dear God. You have anything you want to say back there?
It's too long to respond to.
Okay. I would agree that we don't live in a patriarchy either.
I'm sick.
No, we're not good.
You disagree?
Oh, what?
Someone said they're sick. I don't know.
Oh, no. My boobs are natural. Okay, next topic.
Most female artists get their fans because of their looks, not actual talent. Cardi B don't write her own music, nor does Beyonce, Rihanna, etc., etc. But JM nows all do. Top male artists write their own music. Top females, men write it for them. That's $100. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if you guys look at like the top female influencers, what platforms do they dominate? TikTok, Instagram. I mean, OnlyFans, I guess you. I'm talking about like free social media. OnlyFans women dominate that regardless, which that's sexist by the way. Way more on OnlyFans than the pornography industry. What I'm saying is like if you look at like the social media platforms that women dominate, it's TikTok, Instagram, etc. Right? When you look at like the longer form content, men dominate YouTube. And my argument, this is a theory, right? I think for men you have to be far more entertaining to be able to hold people's attention than women. If you're an attractive woman, you can get people to click and everything else like that, but you have to have charisma, you have to be able to, entertain people for a longer period of time. So that's why in general I've come to realize most comedians are men, right? That are funny. Versus they're just like an invisible performance on men that you have to be entertaining because your looks are not gonna help you. That's not that fun about a man is handsomeness, realistically speaking. It's not gonna open doors for you the same way that a woman's beauty is. That's true.
It's like, yeah, you look at that from your phone. Your hands not like this one, and you can't go back.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are like in our community too that are like good-looking guys that are virgins. Yeah, like it's very common. So, yeah, officially for tonight's show starting from top 6. Hall of Fame capper and WNBA starting point guard capper, -10. Some 6.
I know species no rating.
Okay.
8.
DBL giving a 6.
I had them all on panel 5.
Yeah, I got scared.
No, he read it everywhere, so we're Kanye wrong.
Wait, no. What's on species? So look, 6 is pink. Hall of Fame capper.
Yep, -10.
And then 6.
Yep, on the couch. And then
6.
Miss Wear Makeup for half the year is a 6. 6.
Oh, another species is an entrepreneur.
Another species? Okay.
Yeah, then 8.
He gave you an 8, Dollface an 8, and then 8. BBL's giving. Okay.
People give me a 6.
Okay. And then who let their mom on the panel?
Yeah.
You got a 6. You got a 6. Okay. And then you're the mom on the panel.
We love milk, so.
Oh, you know why? Because she's wearing like a gym outfit that like moms would wear.
Yeah.
In the morning. Yeah. Okay. That's why. That's why he said that shit.
Show all the milks.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies,
Your turn, right?
that's the question on the panel. Last thoughts on the show. Anything you got a question about on the show, during the show, you can ask it to us. Here, what do you guys like? What do you guys goals? Whatever you want to know, we got y'all. We can start here, I guess.
Oh, I don't have anything right now, but you can come back to me.
Thoughts on the show?
Oh, it's good. It's fun, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Cute.
Awesome. What about you?
Just thank you guys for helping me on the show. I love the debate. I love Money Mondays, so that's one thing I'll agree with y'all on.
There you go. Okay. Shout out to you. Watch Monday Mondays. One of our best segments. What about you?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having us. I don't have anything to really add on or complain.
You were very on point with your talking points because you know what's going on. That's awesome.
My truest opinion.
All right.
It was a great show.
Lovely Dollface. Love that. What about you?
It was good.
My head definitely hurts, but okay.
Okay. What about you?
I learned something. It was good.
No, I do want to add something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I apologize to you guys off. I felt like at some point, like, everything got lost, and it was like,
I agree.
like we kept going in a circle. You know, when we kept going in a circle.
There was a drink.
We kept going in a circle with drinks, and then it just, I kind of got like,
circle, and I just wanted everybody to move on.
I agree.
To whatever the next topic was.
If you want to move on, then you gotta come up with something. See, how are you gonna say, oh, move on, and then, okay, what do you want to talk about? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? What did you learn, Mr. Orlando?
I feel like I learned a lot this time.
Like?
I'm gonna ask a question because the girls always drop the ball on this. Anytime we turn it to them, they don't know what to fucking say.
I think it's
Yeah, it's a lot harder than you guys thought, huh? Running a podcast, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
it's kind of off topic.
Go ahead. That's the whole purpose of this. It's supposed to be off topic. And
Okay.
turn to you guys.
Okay, so why do guys say they don't want a relationship, but like they act like it? Like they do everything you would do in a relationship, but they're like, but I don't want to be in a relationship.
They want to keep fucking. They want to keep petting.
It's not right.
Precious girl.
It's just I want to keep fucking, so let me act like I do. Let me act like I like them. Why does that make sense?
Hey, she got it. She got that experience from 24. You know what I'm saying? She knows the game. Yeah, she knows the game. Yeah, but no, it's all about keeping you on the hook so that they continue to extract sex from you while simultaneously especially facts.
Don't let them finish.
I question though, like when, okay, like as far as men doing that, what would be the cutoff for you guys where you would be like, okay, like I'm getting used?
To the point that you don't enjoy that anymore.
That's a girl, each girl.
No, I was just saying like when would you want to be cuffed? Like there's men, don't you like a month of knowing a girl? Like, oh, I know it.
They know from like the first moment.
We say we bet a girl for until every year for a year. At least.
No.
I'll tell you why I say that. This might you hurt your guys' feelings. But the reality is most women are not wife material. Relationship consequences.
And actually, you can change over time. Taking time, people tell you who they really are.
Is gonna value likes and comments on Instagram for random men versus like supporting and taking care of her man or cooking for him. That's the truth. See, that's so funny.
That's a problem too.
I'm not even active on social media anymore. I feel like I got a man. It's you know, like I don't even care about posting pictures. It's like, yo, I'm in a relationship now. I don't. If I use my social media, it's really for active on social media anymore. I feel like I got a man. It's you know, like I don't even care about posting pictures. It's like, yo, I'm in a relationship now. I don't. If I use my social media, it's really for work. Like I post, I'm here tonight, I'm here next week, and come see me. That's it. Like I have a prior to that. Picture every day.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I tell girls all the time, like your past can come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can, you know, a girl might like find herself and say, oh, I'm changing. The guy might say, fuck that. Like why am I gonna go ahead and accept you now when I can just go get a younger girl that doesn't do this, that doesn't have a past? Why am I gonna pay full price for the car when I can go get one with 0 mileage?
Well, most of these younger girls now,
How would they?
they lose. Like the thing is, I think as men get older and you like, yeah, that advice is good probably a couple of years ago, but in this dating market now, it's so savage. Like
Younger
girls,
they wanna hop and hop and hop.
Girls are boss at this point. Like,
I mean, you could have a baby and just just have a baby with her.
I'm gonna ask a question to the ladies real fast. We'll start on the couch on this one. What do you think the average body count of the average woman at 25 years old? We'll start with Miss Pink.
At 25?
Yeah, 25 years old. What do you think the average 25-year-old woman's body count is?
I'll say 5 to 6.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Drake?
I know.
What was that?
2 to 4.
Average woman, 25 years old.
Yeah,
Single.
Hanging around my house.
Okay. All right. What about you? Not yourself. I'm talking about the ladies. Don't attribute this number to yourself. I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
in
in general. Look, this is like this like understanding of most people. Like you can look throughout the country, right? You look in the Midwest. What's the people are not
number.
I told you already. I said 2 to 4. I said my number.
What about you?
This generation has seen some stuff.
25 years old. Okay.
say like 5 to 10.
Okay, good.
30.
Okay.
Damn.
I don't know where. Yeah, 30.
I would think 15 to 20.
Okay.
I would say perhaps I hang out with women or girls that are more sexually open, sexually experienced, because I'm 28, and a lot of my younger friends that are like less than 25 have a body count of like 50, 80, up to 100, and I'm one of the lowest, and I'm only 28. I'm only in my 20s because I was married for a few years, and I've been in long relationships. But I feel like perhaps if I didn't have all these relationships, my body count will definitely be more than 20, 30. I would probably be in my 50s, just like the rest of my friends.
All right.
Yeah, the relationship girlies keep it low, but I would say 30 if they're like a single woman.
Okay.
And 25. 30, 40.
Okay. Question. You get to pick your son's wife's body count. What is that number? Bam. Right here.
Alright, 30.
Okay. Your son's wife's body count?
How old?
He's 35. He's a multi-millionaire, successful.
How's the wife?
How old is she?
You can tell me the age and what the body count should be. Go ahead. Shoot.
Wait, he's 35?
He's 35, multi-millionaire, successful.
Okay.
What should his wife's body count be? And let's say she's 22.
She's 22,
Or 25. Let's say 25. Because men want women that are younger. Let's keep it real. No one wants 35-year-old woman.
Okay. She's 25.
They don't want somebody that looks 35.
Like, it's a trend. Men want youth and beauty. Like, is this fucking news?
Yeah, but they look. Why do you think people value their youth? Like, it's their looks.
You know, and the only difference between a nigga that's a multi-millionaire and a regular guy is a multi-millionaire can put his foot down and say, yeah, I want young bitches, suck my dick, I got fuck you money. That's the
Well,
difference.
that's still a small percentage, but that's cool.
Yeah, but that's what the percentage that women are chasing out there. So anyway, your son, multi-millionaire, 35 years old, 25-year-old chick, what's her body count? You want it to be 30? Okay.
I mean, I don't see a problem.
Okay, what about you? Your son?
I would say 5 to 10. She needs to know how to please them, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly
As many as it's needed to keep him satisfied. It could be either 1, 2, or whatever. Really, as long as you're
You're the mom.
satisfied.
He's a somebody.
I want him to be sexually satisfied. I don't want to think about that, but as long as you're happy intimately, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Go first. What's this girl's got a body count? What do you want to be?
Can't be no more than 2 hands.
It's crazy. Okay, what about you? What do you want? His wife's body count, he has a lot to lose. What do you want her to body count to be?
How old is she again? You said 25? Under 10.
Under 10, okay. On the couch.
Same.
Same? 10? 10, okay.
Under 10, yeah.
Under 10, okay.
That age, yeah.
Under 10.
Ms. Drake?
2 to 4,
2 to 4.
virgin if possible, like realistically.
I mean, sure, I got virgin friends, like I do. I know several girls that are
I do
virgin.
too.
Period. Shout out virgin. You know what I mean? I think we all know girls that are still virgin. It's like,
Okay.
is it for
Okay. And then what about you?
yeah, under
Okay.
10.
Under 10. I will say this. As much as you guys may hate Drake, she is actually on the money. And the reason why is because we actually did an episode on this, on female promiscuity in regards to relationships and marriage. We found that the magic number tends to be after 6 partners, there's an increase in divorces and breakups. So if you want your son to have a happier, longer term marriage, under 6 has a higher likelihood of success. Does that mean if a girl has a 10 body count, she's not going to be marriage material? I'm not saying that, but she does have a higher propensity to initiate divorce.
What?
Yes.
Because she knows what she likes, so...
I can see that.
Yeah.
But women do initiate divorce a lot more.
To be
Yeah, they
fair,
initiate
if you have multiple partners, right? Some may not measure up, if you know what I mean, in that manner. You might start to miss those partners or miss what you don't have. And you might wonder and say, you know what, this guy's cool and all, but like, he measuring up. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And your priority will be fucked up. You'll prioritize sexual satisfaction over a man that is dutiful and takes care of you and the children. This is why so many nice guys get divorced. You know?
They're facts.
So,
Wait, can I say
something?
Okay, I'll let
I think
What's that?
I don't care who goes first. It's okay.
was just gonna say, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, my last time about now. Basically, all I'm saying is, like, I think the majority of women want divorces because, like, society sets women up to have these very extremely high expectations for divorce. You know, at the end of the day, like, most women think, like, marriage is gonna be this, like, fairyland, like,
Yeah.
la la la, butterflies, fairies, and it's like, you know, it's a duty, it's a job at the end of the day. So, that's pretty much why there's so much divorce. You know, at the end of the day, like, that's why.
Yeah, I think we lie to women and tell them, there's a couple reasons. Number one, we tell them they can do better, and we tell them that they're pretty no matter how they really look. A lot of girls have an overinflated sense of self-worth. Go ahead.
That's good and all, but I just think that, you know, it also puts like men are in today's society, they're not coming from a place of masculinity. Their situations, they're not masculine. At the end of the day, like, I'm a woman, right? I am just shit. I'm designed to be selfish, like selfish, not selfless. You're a man. You're designed to be selfless. You're designed to give yourself up for yourself, for family, for your family, like literally, for like, if you marry me, right, if we get in an altercation, you gotta protect me no matter what the situation is. You protect me, men can give themselves up for country, family, women, their religion, whatever. Men are designed to be selfless at the end of the day. So, you know, if you're in a situation like marriage, it's like, yeah, maybe it doesn't benefit the men that much, but I would say, like, tough shit. You're a man. Get your shit together, you know.
Marriage actually has, like, no benefits for men at all.
Yeah, but I would say, like, I don't care. Like, you're a man. That's your duty. That's how you add and provide value to society. That's how you add and provide.
A lot of guys get bullied into marriage, yes.
I'm not being a dick about it, but I'm just saying, like, you're a man.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. I would never, like I'm saying, I would never want to be a man. But that's your duty to provide marriage to a woman that's of value. I'm not saying you have to, like, marry one of these girls that are out here twerking to Cardi B, WAP in front of an Olive Garden or anything. But I am saying that it's like, it is your duty in order to, you know, further society.
Yeah. So question for you, knowing, since you're obviously very aware of the risks that men take in marriage, right, and knowing that, you know, 80% of the divorce is initiated by women, men lose half their money, alimony, 90% of it is paid for men to women, and there's a higher than 95% chance you're not going to see your children because women overwhelmingly win child custody battles. Is it fair for a guy to want to date a girl that doesn't have that much of a past to mitigate risk?
No, I would say,
would that be smart?
like, for one, if it was my son, no, I don't want him to date a woman that has, like, ridiculously weird past where she's, like, thinks Cardi B is a cool person, and she's like, oh, I'm doing this, but whatever, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, that's, one, no, you don't as a man deserve that, but I am saying, at the same time, it's like, that's, you know, that's your job. That's your job as a man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sit here and tell you, like, okay, yeah. Also, the marriage rates, like, if you're gonna come here and say, like, oh, you know, 50% of people get divorced, that's not true. That's very much like, I'm trying to get myself canceled, but that's a specific media, right? That's feeding you this information that wants you to believe that because they don't want you to get married. Because when you get married, you are, you know, making a strong. Marriage is a very good thing. So I hope that on this podcast, if you're talking to these men, I really hope that you're telling them to aspire to marriage.
Hell no. We tell them don't get married.
Exactly, but you're feeding into, like, a very feminist, like, you know, way of thinking.
Well, here's the thing.
It's very manipulative.
Well, here's the thing. I told you. What you were saying, because you're obviously speaking for the female. You're feminist women.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that as a man, like, if you're like, oh, I don't marry, you're actually thinking from a feminine perspective.
Well, here's the thing. Guys have to be nowadays. That's what I'm trying to say. The marketplace has changed. The dating marketplace has changed. If I told you that you jump out of a plane and there's a 90% chance your parachute is going to not deploy, would you jump off the plane?
No, of course not.
Okay, so why would I tell a guy to go and get married when you're signing a contract with someone that is 100% incentivized to break that contract? They get all the benefits.
Yeah, but I would say that at the end of the day, like, you know, you're a man, you have to contribute to society. Like, at the end of the day, you do have to.
How does me being married contribute?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about contribute. Whatever.
Because
I'm
here's the
just
thing,
saying,
I get it. Like, in an optimal world, trust me, I believe in a nuclear family and marriage.
I believe in a nuclear family.
I believe in it.
I think that's the way to move forward, and I think that if
nuclear
you're
family is required for society to be successful.
But you're telling men not to aspire to that, and it's like, I understand it when you have girls out here that are, like, showing their ass cracks on Instagram. It's like you have a video of them showing their literal, like, fuck, there's some community calls it fly butterfly, like, to show your, like, literally, like, asshole, right? right on Instagram, which is like, it's disgusting, right?
Okay, here's the thing. Let's say I own a pizza shop, right?
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of guys that are fantastic fucking pizza makers. However, all the dough is bad.
Yeah.
Would it be responsible for me to tell them to go ahead and make that pizza and spin that fucking dough anyway and sell it to customers?
I get where you're going from, but all the dough is
Hold on.
bad. Like, it's
Hold
not.
on. A majority of the dough is bad. And it's a hit or miss if the dough is gonna fucking give our clients stomach virus.
Yeah, no, I see it.
See
I
what I'm
see
saying?
where you're coming from. And no, I do. But I'm just saying, like, also, like, where are men looking for women? You know, it's like the majority
That
of
doesn't
guys.
change anything.
It does change things.
Because
there are women
there's
out there that.
indoctrination. Like, here's the thing. The way you're speaking right now, congratulations. You have a good head on your shoulders. 99% of women don't agree with you on that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They want to go ahead and be feminists. They want to chase their career. They want to make money. Okay, well, hold on. Let's peel the layer back. Let's use a little bit of common sense.
Yeah.
Why are you scared of being canceled? Think about that for a second.
I know exactly why, and it's like I run a woman-run business. I sell things to women.
Okay, let's see the point. The reason why you're saying I don't want to get canceled is because saying I want a nuclear family and relationships are better together with men and women is considered controversial now.
No, because like the current society wants men to be women and they want women to be men.
Exactly.
Even a lot of things, I'm not gonna lie to you, I agree with some of the stuff, like I checked out your podcast before I come on, so I'm not gonna come on, and just be here with a man that's like truly misogynistic. I watched your stuff, I was like, oh, he's not that misogynistic. He has some of the same values. Like, right? Yeah. Okay, so I came on and I was like, okay, this is fine. But at the end of the day, like, even who, maybe some people consider this misogynistic, I think you're a limit. I'm very, very, very strict with my views.
Alright, so guys get married without with the statement if they're gonna get married or if they do that.
Yeah, that's not, but okay, the thing is like, I've been in a relationship in the past that why was I in it? Because I wanted children. I wasn't in it because I wanted a marriage, I wanted children. Marriage is something that's gonna benefit my children, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in it, and it's like, okay, it didn't work out. My next relationship, I'm still,
Who initiated the divorce?
the divorce,
Who initiated the divorce? You said it didn't work out.
my partner, because they weren't ready to have children.
Okay, he didn't want kids, okay.
He was going back and forth, and he just wasn't like sometimes he wanted it, sometimes he felt unsure. I think majority of the men in today's society, and that's what I was kind of worried about. I was like, okay, this is a men's podcast. You're speaking to a lot of men, right?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of why I came on here, because I was like, I really hope that you're telling men to aspire to marriage in certain respects, and I really hope you're telling them to have a nuclear family. Because if you're telling them,
families are the backbone of a
Yes.
strong society.
Yes.
However,
I know,
you
I
can't have a
understand.
nuclear family and sign a contract with someone that's
Well, come on.
incentivized
With
to rape
retarded
you, that
people,
can take
yes,
your money.
I
So
understand.
I tell you, if you're gonna get married, you can't get married with the state involved, and unfortunately in the United States it's almost impossible to do that. Therefore, you must either leave the country or get married in a way where the state is not involved. I'm not against marriage. I'm against marriage the way it's done today because it has a high failure rate, and the woman that you're going to marry more than likely has some kind of indoctrination and feminist views, then she's gonna go ahead and she can fuck you at any time. So I'm speaking from a risk mitigation standpoint, because men take all the risk when they get married.
That's pretty much the only reason I'm here, is because I was really concerned that you were telling men to not aspire to marriage, and I think that's the only way that we have a strong society. I think that when you say,
I agree.
oh, 50
I agree.
to 60% of marriages end in divorce, that's not true. That's, liberal standpoint that people are feeding that. Why do they want to feed you that? Because they want to break down the family. So it's like, you come from a perspective of like, if you really look at it, the majority of families, if there's a real divorce, it's like,
It's feminism that destroys families.
but
It's
you're,
feminism.
but like, yes, 100%. And I agree with you, but for majority of the time, like 50% divorce rate, that's in like very poor, minority-based communities. And that does not make up the majority of marriage. Okay, so it's like you have a 25-year-old person that gets married, and they have a college degree, and they're well-educated, and they make a good amount of money, they're gonna stay together. Okay, so marriage is a very...
Actually, that's incorrect.
It's true.
When a woman has a college degree, it actually increases the likelihood that she's more likely to initiate divorce.
Look, you're talking to someone that's dropped out of college, right?
It only works if the man is...
But I'm just telling you,
the man
like,
is
this is
the
like, I'm just telling you from a simple, like, I'm not someone that believes in college. I dropped out of college my first year within 4 months because I was like, look, for what I do, like, I don't need, I'm like,
Say like college degree, it's not
I'm telling people, but what I'm
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 just saying that people, the divorce rate is not as high.
yourself, so let me clarify for you. The woman, yeah, you're not wrong. The woman, I'm saying, I'm arguing if the woman has an advanced degree, or she makes money, or she's in a breadwinner position, that dramatically increases the likelihood of divorce. However, if the man is in the breadwinner situation, or he's the educated one, that increases the likelihood that divorce will go down. But it does not change the fact that divorce in itself is a very high likelihood when you get married, and it's initiated by women in general.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about breadwinner situation. Like somebody that I'm saying like is a woman that's college educated. I'm not saying
She's
woman.
more likely to divorce.
No, okay, yes, but I'm just telling you, it's. I don't want to say it like in a.
Okay.
You know I'm right.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, thoughts on the show?
It's nice being back. You know, you guys are
If we do 2
awesome.
hours, we can. So,
No.
I do have a question, which I was trying to ask way ahead of time, about the topic of the money or body question. You can answer that since you're the only guy left.
it's coming back.
Yes, so money or body?
For me?
Yeah.
My body, yeah.
Body?
I don't care about money.
I don't care about money.
Unless they don't have money.
Yeah, they do.
But if a man is in a in a good financial position, then 10 times out of 10, they really don't give a fuck how much money you make.
So why do certain guys marry certain girls that are not really on their forfeit?
Because either they're being taken care of, or on some level they benefit them immensely and they need them to move forward. So
They might be submissive,
it's like a stepping stone.
something that they never dealt with. It's many different things, but I don't think money, it's really ever a factor. It's rarely ever a factor.
Oh, Sneaker had a very good question here, so we'll get to that. Okay, did I answer your question or no?
So she had what's the she
No. Oh, you can answer her question.
What was her question? Go ahead.
Money or
Answer this
body?
real quick.
That's okay.
Money or body?
Money or body?
What would you choose from a girl?
Oh, body, 100%.
Right.
Here's the thing. I've noticed that there's like a scale. So the more money a man earns, the less he cares about the way a woman, how much money a woman makes. The less money a man earns, the more he starts to care about how much money a woman makes. Because he's gonna bring that woman on as kind of his partner to help him pay for bills.
That's exactly what I said. Unless the man is then he really doesn't.
So that's typically the relationship I've come to realize that men and earning money, the less they care. They're interested in like replication value, right? So women are interested in value, men are interested in replication value. The more money he makes, the less he's concerned with her survival value, he's more concerned with her replication value, and vice versa. Because women don't care about survival value, which comes from resources and shit. Go ahead, you have a question?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if you two were to, like, find a woman that fit your criteria,
Yeah.
how would you, like, necessarily know if she was lying or not about her body count?
Oh, from behavior. It's obvious behaviors.
So what if she grew, like, a tremendous amount?
Doesn't matter. Like, okay, so for example, you know, like when in the forest, right? Let's say you walk in and there's mud, you leave footprints. It can be washed away. But let's say you have a magnifying glass, or you have like one of those like archaeological tools, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You can
The DNA forensic.
you can still see the footprints in the mud. The point is that like when a girl on her behavior, she'll be able to mask the behavior per se. But over time, she might slip up. You might see certain things like, okay, why is she like this? That's her in her past. That's what she did before. So it's like, yeah, she can mask it for a little period of time. But once again, you give somebody enough time, they'll tell you who they really are.
Yeah, we've done episodes like, you know, things that like should give a, you know, that will tell you about a woman's like past. Right?
Yeah.
Like what
10 steps.
10 steps I
Yeah.
identify a girl that's for the streets or whatever. Like women that are promiscuous tend to have a bunch of different, they have habits. And I'm not saying if she possesses one of these habits, she's a hoe. But if she has a bunch of them together, the likelihood goes up dramatically. So they're just, you know, we've identified them like, you know, she does drugs, her phone's always cracked, she's not responsible, her she's fucking dirty, you know, she constantly puts, you know, provocative pictures of herself on the internet, like these are all, like, shit you have.
She drugs in Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That was a joke, that part. But there's there's a bunch of like characteristics that women that are promiscuous tend to have, and I'm not saying that if you have them, you're like one of them or two of them, you're a hoe. But if you have a bunch of them all together, it's you know, it's something to watch out for.
Yeah. Now, it's 10.
I mean, we've had episodes. There's way more. There's way more. We've been able to identify way more because we've done a couple episodes on it. Some of them are subtle, some of them aren't. But my thing is this: does this mean that you can't like marry a hoe and turn her into a housewife? I'm not saying that. You can definitely find a woman that has a promiscuous past and turn her into a wife, right? If your frame is strong or whatever. However, what I tell guys is, why do that, right? Why buy a car with 100,000 miles on it efficiently? That's why man's status and money is so important to women, and a woman's beauty and youth is so important to a man. We're very different. We look for different things in each other, and it's okay to objectify each other. It's fucking reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys would not be here right now if we're fucking losers. You wouldn't. And that's totally cool. Yeah. And we wouldn't be talking to y'all if you were ugly. So who cares? It's the truth. That's facts. And God forbid all the oil sticks that went into our car. Oil sticks. So, but yeah, you can tell from traits. There's a bunch, man. There's a bunch. But you can tell from, like, I would say behaviors. All right. You know, Sneeko had a very good question here. What was it, $50? Oh, how do you feel that literally everyone watching this thinks you're dumb? Alvin Sam. Anybody want? He's a big YouTuber.
Wait, I
Anybody
love
want to say?
Sneeko. I watch his interviews.
I think he was talking about you. Thought we in particular. Just kidding.
Never mind.
Shout out Sneeko. Alvin Sam goes, even if more women today control wealth and debt, empirical studies, National Library of Medicine, found that rates of financial literacy among women is significantly lower than men. Hit the misogyny button, Myron. This is good. Misogyny. That comes back to what I told you guys before. Women don't have a natural proclivity to create wealth. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Like, a woman's survival value is not important, but a man's survival value is. Just like a man's replication value isn't that important. You might get your foot in the door, but if a dude's attractive but a loser, the novelty's gonna wear off, right? Mm-hmm. So after a while, you're gonna know what the fuck is. You're fucking bum, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you on my couch? And you're gonna kick him out. Right. So, and then we're good. All right, cool. And then last one, Coach, thoughts on the show?
It was really, really great. I have a question though. Like, what is the sole purpose of this show? Like, why did you guys start this podcast?
Well, my actually not a bad question. That's a very good question. It's a good question. Question. No, nigga, come on, man. You did 2 out of 3. But you're not. This podcast personally, fitness, drinks, deals like that. It's a thing. He was working in tech. He's decent with the girls here. But you know what, man? There's not many channels out there that teach guys how to get girls in like major cities, you know, in a